Hey, what's up? Stevie here. I got some Vogal Stand 1's. These are the black ones. Vogal Stand released a red pair of these a little bit ago. I didn't cop them, but I saw the black pair, I had to get them. Retail was roughly about $300. I think I got it here $320 shipped. I think a lot of people have really high expectations for these, so I think it'll be cool to break this open and see where I'm sitting on it. I can tell you if I think it's worth it. I don't know, but I was pretty hyped up about these, so I'm excited to get into this. Yeah, let's do it. First impressions of the box, pretty dope. I like the logo on top, and then on the side, they also hit it with this little tag. If you scan this QR code, it pulls up all of dude's socials, so if you want to get in tune with him, you can do that, I guess. Size 12 in the men's, and then they got this cool little graphic here. The same graphic is used on the tongue, I'm pretty sure, on the inside, so I'm hyped to see that. I'm doing this whole thing with one hand, so if this is kind of goofy, I don't really care, just deal with it. All right, really pretty wrapping paper off rip. Yeah, pretty good wrapping paper, this is nice. These look clean as shit. Damn, these laces are so long. All right, yeah, first glance, super dope. Honestly, first feel, this leather feels better than a Jordan leather, 100%. Like way better than a Jordan leather. I'm not liking how this is kind of flinging up, trying to escape off the shoe, but I can fix that for sure. Up here too, it's looking like these little guys. I was worried about these when I saw these on the photos, you know. He posted the photos, she, I don't know who runs the store, but they posted the photos and I saw these little spiky things hanging off and I'm like, you know, those are gonna bend pretty wonky, and I was right. They do bend pretty crazy. At least mine came in pretty bent. Not the biggest of deals, I'm not tripping about that. Yeah, let's get into like the little details and stuff. Off rip, these are, oh shit, I'm throwing shit. All right, so now that I'm done throwing these hoes all over the place, let's get into this. So the leather feels really good. The stitching looks all right. I'm not gonna shit on it. Even these little like lace holes here, there are lace loops, I'd say. They look like they're pretty solid in there. You're not gonna have too many issues with those. Even this one here that looks like a metal one, that's like a stud that goes in. It looks pretty good. The tongue on this, awesome. The tongue on this feels like a rig. I was watching some videos of the last ones that dude put out, the red ones. It was like the Chicago colorway. And a lot of people had complaints about the tongue kind of just not looking right and not bending. It was super flat. This feels really freaking good, man. Like, this is really good. The stitching on this little tag on the tongue, super fire. Everything's good. This pull tab is like heavy duty. It reminds me of like an SF Air Force, like kind of the feel of how those are. Like, it's that good linen material there, really strong, stitched in really well. These laces, man, I'm not even gonna untie these. I feel like I'm gonna leave them the way they are. I'm scared if I mess with them at all, something's gonna go wrong. He upped the price on these. I think the Chicago ones were a bit cheaper, probably in like the $200 range. So for him to push 300, I was like, man, these better come in and be pretty quality. I'm not mad. We've got the, I don't know if you can see it, but the VS logo on the inside there. Looks like an all white insole. Pretty cool stuff. Like, the only thing that I'm like, man, I could have done without this are these little pointy things, honestly. And it's like the smallest thing, you know. It's not really a big deal, but like even on this other shoe, you know, it just came in, it's kind of bent. I'm just gonna have to like heat that up or something. This one's kind of torn up a little bit, it looks like. Stitches got ripped out of it or something, I don't know. There's a cool little design underneath that I just found. It's like a little star. It's pretty cool. It looks like on the back of mine, there's some markings from production. Man, I'm finding little things now that I'm looking at it, but little red marks due to production there, and you know, that just them putting it together, I'm assuming those are marks to make sure you're putting things in the right spot. The bottom of this really has no traction. You're gonna have to be pretty careful in the snow with these. They look awesome though, man. Like, I'm really liking the lacing. They feel pretty quality. I don't think these are gonna break on you or anything crazy. I think they're worth it. I think they're worth it for 300. I think you're tripping if you're gonna pay $1,200 for these, though. I don't think they're worth $1,200. Those people on Grailed are tripping. You're looking at about 500, 550. If you really wanted these, you'd have to get a good pair though, because like I'm saying, there's a few things on mine. I don't know. Yeah, like a lot of little red marks. It's kind of looking like someone just took a marker and kind of drew all over this suede part here. But yeah, it's got a black leather, white leather, it's tan suede. I don't know. I'll try to get some up close shots here real quick, but I'd rate these like a 7 out of 10 on the worth it scale right now. Let's get a look at some of these production markings that I was talking about. This is the right shoe. Go all the way around that suede. This one's actually not looking too bad. This one's good. Really good on the right shoe. And then we move it to the left shoe, and it's like there's just little red marks there. Like that's what I was talking about. It's nothing crazy. Like I am not going to throw a fit over that, but if you can see it, like right there, right there. And then if you move it down too, we have a little bit right there too. Like just kind of not an optimal place to have pink stains right on the cream suede. I don't know how I feel about that. This leather is way better than a Jordan leather. It feels a lot better. I don't know if it is better, but it feels better. Here's the inside of this. Looking pretty good. Inside of the inside the shoe. Like even this material on the inside, really soft, really cushiony. Like super, super, super soft. Like superb. Like I am really liking that. Super cushioned around the backside. And even just like going like that and feeling it, pretty cushy on the bottom. That insole is pretty squishy. Here's a good look at that bottom again. They're pretty clean. Just a few minor things I'm not particularly happy with. Some stitching issues, those staining things. Just like creative choices with the little spiky guys. Not the worst thing in the world. Kind of could get annoying though. But all around, I think these are worth it for 300. I think these could easily resell for 500 up to $600. And that wouldn't really be too alarming to me to hear that. They look pretty good though. I'm still sitting at like a 7.5 out of 10 on the worth it scale though. But I hope if you pick these up, you're happy with them. You got a good pair. I'm pretty happy with mine, but I'm gonna get out of here. Catch y'all later. Buy my Vogal stands on Grailed. Please, please.